Hello, children. Welcome to the world of electricity. In your previous class, you studied about the importance of electricity in our lives. We can't imagine a day without electricity. Right from morning till we sleep, electricity play very important role. So this year we are going to study about the electric current and its effects. So you know what is electric current? Yes, the flow of charge is called electric current. Flow of charge. So right now on your screen you are seeing the symbols of electric components. Electric components figure is given and its symbol is also mentioned here. First you can see here, this is an electric cell and its symbol is like this, one horizontal line and one vertical line. Another vertical line then followed by a horizontal line. So this symbol, it represents an electric cell. Here this longer line, it represents the positive terminal, because you have studied in class 6 that all electrical components, they have two terminals. Yes, two terminals. One is positive and other is negative. So in symbolic form, the longer line represent the positive terminal and the smaller one represent the negative terminal. Yes, second electric component which we generally use is electric bulb. So this is the diagram of a bulb, though we know that nowadays we are using LEDs because they conserve or save electricity. So this is a bulb and it is represented by a symbol like this. It is very easy. It's almost like M, okay? And if you want to show it in a circuit and it is working, then you can draw some lines over here also, like for example like this also you can do. Okay, then next is switch. Switch, you know, switch, it generally completes or break the electric circuit. Switch function is either to complete the circuit or it breaks the circuit. So right now on your screen, both its off position and on position both are shown over here. This is the off position. I hope you remember this activity last year you have done. You made a simple electric circuit using a safety pin, where safety pin, since it is made up of a conductor, so it functions the role of, it play the role of switch here. So when it is in off position, you can draw it like this. This symbol shows that switch is off. We also call this position as open. So whenever in a circuit you are going to draw symbol of switch like this, then you will call it an open circuit. But when it is in on position, means when safety pin is in contact with the other wire, the circuit is complete. So it is called complete circuit or closed circuit. So this is the on position or closed position of the switch. Next important component is battery. You know, battery, you have seen it in your cars and even in inverters. So what is battery? It is simple combination of more than two cells, more than two. One cell we know. So if more than one cells are there, the combination of such cells is called battery. Okay, here also you can see 1, 2, 3. So three batteries, three cells are there. So this battery is composed of three cells. Similarly, you can draw for four cells also. And next important component is wire. It is represented by a single line. Children, these symbols are very important because when you will draw the circuit diagram, you have to use these symbols, because generally, you know, taking drawing drawing these components will take more time, and second thing, it is very easy to draw symbol for all of us, so it will save our time also. So next, electric cell. As I told you, electric cell is a device which convert chemical energy into electrical energy. It means electric energy is stored in it in the form of chemicals. So later on, this chemical energy is converted into electric energy. So about this you will study in your next higher class, class 8. So right now you should know, the thing you should know is that electric cell, it has two terminals, positive terminal and negative terminal. And as I told you in the previous slide, the symbol of an electric cell has a longer line and a shorter line. The longer line, it represents positive terminal, and the shorter line, it represents negative terminal. Next, your topic is battery. As I told you earlier, battery is a combination of two or more cells. Whenever you are combining cells, so if the number of cell is more than 2, we will call such combination a battery. Again, one thing to remember is that even battery has two terminal only. Even if you are combining 4, 5, 6, how many number it is, but it will always have two terminal, one is positive and other is negative. That is why we have to take special precautions while combining these cells. Always remember that positive terminal of a cell is combined with negative terminal of the next or another cell. It means we will never combine positive terminal of one cell to the positive terminal of other cell. If we will do like this, the circuit will never be complete and it will not function. Okay, and in battery also, the longer terminal represent the positive, a longer line represent the positive terminal, and the smaller line represent the negative terminal. Devices like torches, transistors, toys, TV remote controls, all these they use batteries. Though we know that nowadays we have batteries which are rechargeable also, isn't it? If they get discharged, earlier we used to discard the cells. Once they were used, then you have to purchase a new one. So nowadays we have rechargeable batteries, so you can recharge them and you can use them again and again. On your screen right now you can see the battery where three cells are combined, so you can call it the combination of three cell battery, and another picture is of cell holder. Okay, now a simple electric circuit. What is circuit? It is not Munna Bhai movie circuit. The circuit here means path in which electric current flows. The path of flow of current is called electric circuit. So a simple electric circuit can be made by using a cell, electric bulb, switch and wire. It means 4 components are enough for us to make a simple electric circuit. And when the circuit is complete, the bulb will glow, and if circuit is incomplete, the bulb will not glow. Right now here you can see, as I told you earlier, when the switch is in on position, it means the circuit is complete. Right now I am highlighting this part. So circuit is complete. So when the circuit is complete, the current will flow. As a result of that, the bulb will glow. And when this circuit is incomplete, in the the diagram which is given below, here you can see the circuit is incomplete, so the bulb is not glowing here. Yeah, so this is how you have to draw the diagrams, and these diagrams are very important because they are asked in your exams also. Next, children, as you know, the chapter's name is electric current and its effects. So the second part is the effect of electric current. Actually, there are 3 effects. One is heating effect, second is magnetic effect, and third is chemical effect. But this year you are going to study about only two effects. One is the heating effect, another is magnetic effect. The third one, that is chemical effect, you will study in class 8th. So we will start with heating effect. Very simple, children. Listen carefully. When electric current flows through a conductor, here it is used wire. So whenever electric current, it flows through a wire or it flows through a conductor, the conductor or the wire gets heated. The wire or conductor gets heated. This heating of conductor or wire is called heating effect of electric current. So right now one activity is also shown on the screen. This activity you can perform at home, very easy. Make an electric circuit as shown in figure given below and take 10 centimeter nichrome wire. Okay, this is very clear that you have to take nichrome wire and tie it between the two nails. Switch on the current and after a few seconds touch the wire. The wire feels hot. Then switch off the current. After a few seconds touch the wire again. It does not feel hot. This shows that when electric current flows through a wire, it gets heated. Very simple activity. Okay, take two nails and combine it with nichrome wire and pass current through it. Current means the battery you will use or cell you will use. After some time, you touch the wire, then you can feel it is hot. And when you break the circuit, it means when you turn off, when you switch off the circuit is incomplete. The current is not passing through it. Now you touch the wire, then you will feel that it is not hot. This proves that heat is generated when current is passed through a conductor. This heating effect play a very important or significant role in our lives. At times it is useful and at places it is harmful also. Harmful how? Because when energy is released in the form of heat, electricity is wasted. Okay, but there are certain appliances, there are certain things where it is very useful. So the heating effect of electric current is used in electrical appliances like electric heater, electric iron, electric room heater, immersion heater. Immersion heater are also known as immersion rods. They are used to warm water. Then electric kettle is there. Then hair dryer, which your moms might be using. So all these appliances, they have a coil of wire. Coil means spring, circles. So this coil of wire is called element. This is called element. So when current flows through the element, it becomes hot due to the heating effect of current and gives out heat. So the amount of heat produced in a wire depends upon its material, what kind of material we are using. Okay, and second thing is length. It means more the length, more heat will be produced. If length is less heat will be produced. Similarly, thickness also play important role. If wire is more thick, then more heat will be generated, and if it is less or thin, the heat generated will also be less. Then children, number of coils also play important role, though it comes under length. But since I told you that these appliances have a coil of wire called element, so that is length only. So if number of turns in that coil is more, length is increased. So if length is increased, the amount of heat produced by the element is more. On this heating effect only, one important appliance, or you can call a device, safety device, is there in our house. So we'll study about that, and that is electric fuse. Electric fuse is called a safety device. Why safety device? It means it makes our appliances safe. It protects our appliances safe, because at times the electricity voltage, sometime it is high and sometime it is low also. So because of these kind of fluctuations, when power supply is not consistent, it is not steady, at such times it may damage our appliances. So to protect them against this, electric fuse is used. And what is this fuse? It is simply a wire, but this wire is made of a special type of material which is an alloy, so its melting point is low. So whenever huge or large amount of current is passed through it, due to heating effect, heat is generated and this wire melt. As a result of that, the circuit will break, and if circuit is break, then your appliances are saved. But nowadays children, we are using MCBs also. MCB, mini what is MCB? Miniature circuit, mini circuit breaker. Even in your computer and all other devices, these cylindrical fuses are also there, the one which you are right now seeing on your screen. And the fuse which you are seeing, in olden days we used to have these kind of fuses, because nowadays we use MCBs. So in these fuses, they were generally made of porcelain or china clay, and once this wire is broken, it can be replaced and can be corrected. The second effect is magnetic effect. As heating effect, when current is passed, heat is generated. In the same way, when current is passed through a conductor or wire, it behaves like a magnet. This magnet is also called electromagnet, because the magnet is produced by passing the electric current. So when electric current flows through a wire, it behaves like a magnet. This is called magnetic effect of electric current. One simple activity is given on your screen. Take the cardboard tray from a matchbox. Find an electric wire a few times around the cardboard tray. It means you have to keep the empty matchbox and wind electric wire around it. Now place a small compass needle inside it. Compass needle, the one which you have studied in class 6, the one which tell us the direction, magnetic compass it is. So connect the free ends of the wire to an electric cell through a switch. When the switch is on, the compass needle deflects. It means already there is a magnetic compass, and now deflection is there. It means there is a magnet around it. And what is that magnet? The wire only. Because when current is passed through the wire, magnetic field is developed around that wire. Because of that, the magnetic needle shows deflection. And when you will switch off the circuit, you will find that compass needle come back to its original position. This shows that when electric current flows through a wire, it behaves like a magnet. So such magnets, these are temporary magnets. Okay, so electromagnet, when electric current is passed through a coil of insulated wire wound around a piece of iron. Now the word is insulated. You know why? Because if wire is in direct contact with each other, so when two live wires come in contact, short circuiting will take place, isn't it? Short circuiting will take place. So to prevent that, it is covered with an insulation, and this insulation is generally of plastic. So it becomes a magnet, and such a magnet is called electromagnet. At home, you can prepare your own electromagnet. Very simple and very interesting. You can do at home. Wind a piece of insulated wire around an iron nail in the form of a coil. Here you can see this is like this. Okay, this is coil of insulated wire around an iron nail. Now connect the free ends of the wire to an electric cell through a switch. Switch is down. Place some pins near the nail. When electric current is passed, the iron nail becomes a magnet, and if it becomes a magnet, it means it will attract the things which are made of iron. So it will attract those pins which you have placed near it. And when electric current is switched off, the nail loses its magnetism. It means electromagnets are temporary. They are temporary. As long as we pass current through them, they will behave like a magnet, and the moment you will stop passing the current, they will stop behaving like a magnet. Children, electromagnet also play a very important role in our life. There are many places where electromagnets are used. Okay, these are generally used in radio, speakers, then electric cranes, magnetic cranes are also there, and then even in surgery nowadays electromagnets are used to pick up those substances which are made up of iron. And one more, and the wider application of electromagnetism, electric bell. These kind of bells you might have seen in front of your principal's chamber. This bell is there, okay, and this bell again it works on the principle of electromagnetism only. See here, so the electric bell has a coil wire around a piece of iron. Here you can see the original one. This is the coil of copper wire around a piece of iron, which act like an electromagnet when current is passed through it. An iron strip with hammer. This is iron strip. It is hammer. Okay, it is called striker. Is kept closed. Here you can see it is closed. So when current is passed through it, if it behaves like a magnet, it will attract this striker. It will pull the striker. As a result of this part is called bell or gong. So it will come close to gong. So it will strike and produce sound. Meanwhile, if it strikes from here, then it will come away from the electromagnet. There is actually a very small screw, so it is in contact with it. So when the contact is lost, again it will come back, and when contact is maintained, again it will strike the gong. So this process keeps on and the bell ring till you switch on, you press the switch. So an iron strip with hammer is kept close to electromagnet. There is a contact screw near the iron strip. When iron strip is in contact with the screw, current flows through the coil and becomes an electromagnet. It pulls the iron strip, and the hammer at the end of the strip strikes the gong of the bell and produces sound. When electromagnet pulls the iron strip, it also breaks the circuit, and iron strip comes back to its original position, and the process repeats and the bell rings. So this is the diagram. Here also you can see this is gong, this is striker, this is a magnet. That is why two poles are shown here, north and south. When current is passed, it behaves like a magnet. As a result of that, it will pull the striker towards itself. As a result, contact is lost from here, and when contact is lost, circuit is incomplete. As a result, striker will come back. I hope children you enjoyed the video and understood the concept. Thank you for watching.